ready for a fatality of information. We're diving into the world of Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, yeah.
Articles, rumors, we've got them all.
It's going to be huge. And the hype is unreal for this sequel.
And you know what the first shocker is?
What's that?
The release date?
Yeah.
October 24th, 2025.
Hmm.
Now, I know what you're thinking. A delay, that's got to be bad news, right?
Right.
But actually, this article we found, it actually makes a good argument for why this could be a really smart move.
Interesting. I'm listening.
So think about 2024 for a second. Moana 2, Wicked, all these massive movies duking it out at the box office.
Makes sense.
So by pushing to 2025, Mortal Kombat 2, it just sidesteps all that competition.
Less competition for those cinema seats. Smart.
Right. Okay, but enough about the win. Let's talk about...
Who? Tell me who's back.
The Who. The returning cast is basically a Mortal Kombat highlight reel.
Okay.
We've got Louis Tan. He's back as Cole Young, obviously.
Got to have Cole Young.
Of course. And Jessica McNamee. She's back as Sonya Blade.
Love her. Love Sonya. Who else? Give me more.
Oh, there's more. The article actually makes a big deal out of just how many characters are returning. I mean, it's a lot.
You're really leaning into the whole fan service thing this time, huh?
Hard.
Yeah.
And you know what? Smart move. Fans love seeing these characters come to life.
100%. Okay, but you're keeping secrets. I can feel it. Who's the big return?
All right. You ready for this?
Hit me.
Johnny Cage.
No way! Finally! They finally did it.
And get this, they got Carl Urban to play him.
Now that is perfect casting.
Right, and Ludi Lin, who plays Liu Kang.
Yeah.
He said in an interview, Urban is going to blow people away. Get ready to have your socks blown off. That was his exact quote.
Wow, socks blown off. All right, now I'm really hyped.
I know, right? What kind of Johnny Cage energy is he going to bring? But it's not all familiar faces, right?
Yep.
They've added some really interesting new actors to the mix, too.
Okay, like who?
Toddy Gabrielle.
Oh, wow. From You and Sabrina.
The one and only. She's playing Jade.
Right.
And Adeline Rudolph. She's going to be Katana.
Wow. Two fantastic actors. Okay, so we've got Sonya back, and now Jade's in the mix.
Yep.
Oh, man. Can you imagine those team-up scenes? Those are going to be epic. Maybe we'll finally get some backstory on their friendship, like in the games.
All right. It'd be awesome to see them really dig into that dynamic. And with actors this talented, I think we're in for a real treat.
Speaking of digging deeper, so we've talked about the when and the who, but what about the what? What's the story going to be about this time?
Right. That's the million-dollar question everyone wants to know.
Well, the articles are being pretty tight-lipped about specific plot details. You know how they like to keep things under wraps?
Ugh, the suspense is killing me. Colin, spill it. Any hints at all?
Okay. I got a little something. The screenwriter, Jeremy Slater, he called the sequel story unpredictable.
Unpredictable, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bite. What does that even mean in the world of Mortal Kombat? Anything goes in that universe.
Exactly. He also said that they're taking what worked in the first film and, like, turning it up to 11. I think he might have actually said cranking it up to 11, now that I think about it.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Unpredictable,
Yeah.
cranked up to 11. So, like, could we see some characters switching sides? What about totally unexpected alliance? Or maybe they'll bring in a character from the games that absolutely no one sees coming.
It really could be anything, couldn't it? The possibilities are pretty much endless at this point. And it's not just the screenwriter who's hinting at a bigger story either.
Oh, what have you heard?
Ludi Lin, remember him?
Liu Kang, yeah, of course.
Well, he said the sequel has a way more immense feel to it, like story-wise, you know?
Intriguing. I'm getting the sense that we're not just going to be jumping from one fight to the next.
That's the impression I'm getting, too. Yeah. Although, speaking of fights, Mechad Brooks, who plays Jax, he just casually dropped this bombshell in an interview about the sheer number of fight sequences they have in this movie.
Okay, hold up. You can't just drop a line like that and not tell me more? How many are we talking about here?
27.
27. Wait, are you serious? 27.
You heard me right. 27.
Okay, that's pretty calm. A lot of fights. I mean, that's like a whole Mortal Kombat tournament crammed into one movie.
Right.
Look, I love a good fight scene as much as the next person, but with that many, can they really give each one the attention and the weight that it deserves?
It's definitely a balancing act, right? You want those incredible, brutal, show-stopping battles, but you don't want to lose the story in all the chaos. It's going to be really interesting to see how they walk that line.
Well, speaking of walking that line, Simon McQuaid is back in the director's chair for this one, so I think we can be pretty confident that the sequel will have a similar visual style to the first film.
Oh, totally. And, I mean, come on, it's Mortal Kombat. They're not going to shy away from the brutality.
Not a chance. Which, honestly, I think it's for the best. It just wouldn't be Mortal Kombat without, a little carnage.
A little. I think it's safe to say they're going for full-on carnage. And honestly, that's part of what makes it so much fun. The R rating lets them really embrace all that darkness, all that grittiness, and yeah, sometimes it's downright gruesome.
Totally. Though I don't think this is going to be on too many family movie night lists anytime soon. So any word on when we're actually going to get to see some of this carnage? Has there been any news about the trailer?
Patience. Filming actually just wrapped up in January of this year. There were some delays because of those industry strikes, but they pushed through. Post-production is underway, so it's really just a matter of time. It's coming.
You're right. Patience is a virtue and all that. But you know me. I just want a little taste. It's funny, right? We're talking about all this bigger and better, more characters, more fights, more everything.
Right.
But it makes you wonder, is there such a thing as too much? Can they really pull this off?
That's a valid question. I mean, bigger doesn't always equal better, does it?
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. I am here for the spectacle.
Of course, yeah.
But I also want a good story.
Right.
I want to feel something for these characters.
Absolutely. Mortal Kombat has always been about more than just the fights. And honestly, I think they get that.
Yeah.
The screenwriter, the actors, they keep using words like unpredictable and immense when they talk about the sequel.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
So I don't think they're just going for empty spectacle here. They want to deliver on the story front too.
Okay, that's good to hear. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about those fatalities, right?
Right.
It's about walking out of that theater and feeling like you really experienced something special, something that sticks with you.
100%. And you know what? I think this sequel has the potential to be that. It's got the action, for sure, but it also sounds like they're really trying to add some depth.
And that's what makes me really excited.
Yeah.
The potential, imagine we get those classic Mortal Kombat battles, but with some real emotional weight behind them.
Now that is something I'd love to see.
It would be epic. Okay, last thing before we wrap up. Predictions.
Predictions?
Yeah. Hit me with your wildest Mortal Kombat 2 prediction.
Okay, let me see. Okay, my prediction. This isn't just going to be the biggest Mortal Kombat movie yet.
Go on.
It's going to be the best video game movie ever made.
Wow. Okay, all right. That's a bold statement.
Bold predictions for a bold movie. But that's just my prediction. What about you? What are you thinking?
Honestly, part of me hopes they prove us wrong.
What do you mean?
All this speculation is fun, but what if the movie is so different, so unexpected, that it blows all our predictions out of the water?
Oh, man. Now that would be truly epic.
Right. Imagine the trailer drops. We're all just sitting there with our jaws on the floor. I did not see that coming.
Oh, man. The hype is real with this one. I'm so ready.
Me too. It's going to be great. All right, everyone listening, thanks for joining us on this fatality of information. We'll be back next time with hopefully even more Mortal Kombat news. Until then, stay tuned and get hyped.